Monday morning. Always a good time to reset. And if you had a bad week and if you had a good week, keep the momentum going. But that kind of ties in into what I'm going to ask. And my question to you is simply, how do you feel? Do you feel any different now? Do you feel safer? Do you feel more prosperous, richer, poorer? How do you feel? What are the vibes you're getting? Whether at the workplace, you go shopping, online, what do you feel? Do things look differently to you? Do things feel differently to you? For example, maybe your favorite bottle of wine is $5 more. You have to ask yourself why. Things a little slower at work. Why? Work in retail. You work at the local mall. Less business coming in. Less movement of people. Landscapers. Why? Why are you seeing less of everything? Why are the vibes any different? You a farmer? Are you concerned with the $2 billion of U.S. aid? How are you going to get some of that money back? Yep. Expenses? Things getting cheaper? Or they're getting more expensive? What about safety? You feel safe now? You can walk the streets at night, something you couldn't do before? What has changed? See, it's been almost a month now that President Trump has been in office. Yeah, I know. There's plenty of articles out there that says it probably feels like a year. All those memes are out there online that are pretty funny. It says, wow, it's been a rough year. And the person next to them is saying, it's only January. So, we're in February now, but you get the joke. So that's my question to you. How do you feel? Because there's a definitely a different vibe out there. 200,000 employees of the federal government were fired just like that. Doge supposedly put private information on their website, confidential information of us. It's exactly what people were concerned about when you have a 19-year-old running this stuff. IRS had the doors knocked down the other day by Doge. The disaster in Munich with Hegseth, right? All this adds up somehow. All of it somehow will affect you one way or another. Where there's just the 200,000 employees that were just fired from one day to the next, that will be felt. Those are 200,000 families that need to figure out how they're going to pay their mortgage this month. They need to figure out where they're going to get their next paycheck from. If their kids were in private school, no longer. All this affects the economy. That's one less student in a private school. Whatever plans, maybe they were planning on going vacation on spring break. Guess what? Now they're not. That's less money moving around in the economy. We live in a consumption economy. And these tariffs, these reciprocal tariffs, don't help anyone either. So I'm going to ask you again, what is your feeling? What is the vibe? You're feeling safer, richer? No. You're probably scared, genuinely scared. Many people are. They're talking about another great recession. Maybe some of you forgot what that was like. I haven't. I was practicing law, being a bankruptcy lawyer, dealing with foreclosures and divorces. The divorce rate shot up during that time, as well as bankruptcy. And at this pace, maybe the divorce rate is going to go up too. I don't know how, but here's a quick hypothetical. One spouse voted for Trump and the other one did not. So when things go bad economically for that one spouse that didn't, it's going to be kind of hard to tell your spouse, you see what happens? I told you not to. But that's what we saw in 2008. Spouses were saying don't refinance the mortgage, right? And they did. And then these issues came into play. So We're going to see a replay of that. Is it going to be worse than the Great Recession? I don't know. Many people seem, and when I mean many people, not like Trump, I hear things, everyone I spoke to, no, whatever three people he spoke to to support him, no. I'm talking about economists who actually know what they're talking about. I haven't seen any credible, neutral economists say that nothing but prosperity lies ahead for us. Nothing. A potential tax, 25%, starting April 2nd on the auto industry. Hmm. I posted once already. I had to get a new car for my wife. Maybe we picked it up 3 weeks ago. I don't know. It was damaged because of the hurricane. Because of that, had I had if that damage happened now later, so let's say hurricane season September, I'd be paying 25% for the same car. I've posted on social media. I'm looking to get a carport for my travel trailer. It amounts to I think $2,145 more. Nothing's changed. Same carport, same size, same aluminum, same everything. The only difference is it's got a tax on it. So, how do you feel? Is this what you voted for? Did you think things were going to be any different? Was the memory that short? The hindsight so limited that we could not have seen what had happened the first time around and not expect things to be worse the second time around? There's been no efforts to make our lives better. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer as we speak. As we speak. Tell me anything that has occurred that has put more money in your pocket if you're not in the top 1%. Just one thing. Whatever that one thing, just name one. You could say, well, he just got into office, even though it feels like he's been there for 9 years already. And also, you're absolutely right. And then my counter response is, how many executive orders have been signed to help you out financially? Does DEI put getting rid of that put any more money in your pocket? The signing an executive order so that white South Africans who experience racism can come over to the United States. Now they're protesting at the embassy saying thank God for Trump. There's hundreds of executive orders that have been done. Which one, just name one, has been done to help you personally and help the economy? I can help you out with this one. Close your eyes and tell me what you see. Nothing. There's your answer. So as I finish my cup of coffee, maybe two today, maybe I'll treat myself since it's a Monday. I'm just going to ask you, how do you feel? Is there anything any different? Any vibes are different? Do you see things differently? Less people, less business, less revenue over the last 4 weeks. Anything different? Because everything I've seen is completely different. I've seen it in revenue. I see it online. Farmers concerned about the U.S. aid. Farmers filed bankruptcy at a record rate in 2016 because of the tariffs to Mexico. You think things are going to be different this time? Oh, they are. Absolutely. It's going to be worse. So all I can tell you is what I've been saying from day one. Chaos, and there's plenty of chaos. It's Monday. Hold on to put on your seatbelt and get ready because who knows what's coming down the road today. But at the end of the day, all this chaos creates political instability and ultimately it creates financial instability. And the political instability that we're creating today, that reverberates throughout the world. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. Other countries might prosper financially, and the reason why is simple. The laws of supply and demand. If the aluminum, as an example, is coming in taxed way too high, and there's ways around that. Sometimes one company will transfer it to another country, to then transfer to this one to try to bypass all that. But the reciprocal tariffs, if even that country is getting taxed, it's still going to be a little bit higher. But if we stop consuming, which is the only thing we have in this country, we just consume. Our whole economy is based on consumption, which is crazy. Um, the reality is, then there's going to be more supply because we're consuming less. And whoever's manufacturing, let's say it's China, is going to call up Europe and say, we have a ton of supply. This used to cost $1. We'll sell it to you for 75 cents, 50 cents. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to consume it. And you know what they're going to get? The benefits of deflation, while we get the benefits of inflation. But all that aside, one simple question. The last 4 weeks, are things any different for you on the positive end? For your family, those in retail, you see less meat in the meat section, or maybe you even go to a local butcher shop. You know why there's less meat? Yeah, you know what I'm hinting at? Immigration. So when that bottle of wine costs more, which from what I've seen already does, when the fruits cost more, when everything costs more, maybe then when you look at your paycheck disappearing quickly just to buy groceries, you'll get it. But how do you feel today? You feel any different? Let me know. Let me know what those vibes are. Let me know what your friends and family are thinking. Even if they voted for President Trump, what are they thinking? Do they like what they see? Most likely they do not. So, enjoy that cup of coffee. It's Monday, it's a nice chilly morning. Tough times probably lie ahead. It's not something I look forward to, but that's the reality. And so I'll close as I've been saying all along. Be informed, and I mean informed, credible sources, and be prepared financially. Take care.